The secret to assassination is to prevent one's ferocious intent from being noticed until the very last moment. Thereupon, the mission can be fulfilled. This is what the supreme assassin Sojiro thinks. However, his current job is aimed towards the slave traders and the person they tried to confine within their headquarters. They must have taken an interest in the little girl, and Sojiro can understand the reason. The girl currently sitting, chained up and battered, looks so innocent. Sojiro kneels down to come to her level and says that she is really amazing because the way she is hiding her ferocious intent. This comment triggers something in He, and she launches onto the man in front of her. Sojiro, however, is skilled and catches her hand with ease. He is also impressed that she can also turn on the ferocious intent just as quickly as well. Most of his targets were stolen from him, which he could not stomach at first, but now things make sense. He tells the girl that she is coming with him. Now on yet another mission, Sojiro easily handles all the targets until only the last one is alive. The man is still processing that he was deceived and remembers the title of Supreme Assassin. He can now see that it is well-deserved. However, Sojiro does not quite agree with him as he finishes him off. That's right, the name no longer fits him. He enters his home and greets as he is in the middle of taking off his shoes. His senses tickle, and he enters the living room with a bang. There is no one in front of him but behind him. Lily, the girl he picked up, pounces on him, making him stagger and fall down. She happily greets him with a big grin on her face. Sojiro felt absolutely no ferocious intent, so Lily won. He asks what she wants for dinner, and she answers in a loud but cheerful voice. He has already lost, so he absolutely does not deserve the title of Supreme Assassin. When he found her, she was already growling at him. She could not reply if she was all right, and Sojiro thought it was a language barrier. She suddenly started shouting after she noticed the man behind Sojiro. Of course, Sojiro did not require her warning because the one behind him was really bad at hiding and was taken care of quite easily. Sojiro understood that she was sensitive to hostility, so he put a hand on her head to assure her that she was safe now. That was the first time she felt warmth. It was cold and yet so warm at the same time. It was a completely different and strange experience. Lily is currently sticking to Sojiro's legs and does not want to let go even after Sojiro's pleas because it is way past the bedtime. As the famous saying goes, health is wealth, and the same is true for the assassins as well, so he tells her to let go of him and go to her room. Lily suggests sleeping together, but Sojiro refuses, saying that she also needs to get used to solitude, upon which he gets new title of Mini. Lily is finally in her own bed, but she cannot sleep, so she sneaks into Sojiro's room because she knows that once he falls asleep, he does not easily wake up. She further proceeds her plan and sneaks into his warm bedding. The next morning, when Sojiro wakes up, he finds little Lily comfortable in his arms. She happily purrs in her sleep, but Sojiro is too shocked to register anything. He cannot believe that he has been assaulted in his sleep and did not even react to it. This girl really is a prodigy, but not that he can do anything about it besides asking if she would like to have the octopus-shaped wieners for breakfast. This girl is Lily, who earned the title of the Supreme Assassin. She bears magnificent talents even if she does not know how to use a fork. Sojiro reminds her that he has already taught her how to hold a fork, but she does not register it and just answers randomly. Sojiro knows that she still has a lot of things that need to be taught. He is the one to do it, so he goes behind her to support her and demonstrate how to move her hands to hold a fork properly and eat. Despite his serious teaching, Lily blushes and says that she cannot do it. He asks the reason, but she just says that she cannot while she is screening inside due to the contact of their hands. Sojiro thinks for a moment and tells her that the assassins like them live an extraordinary life. Regardless of the field, they still have to learn things. For them, pretending to be normal can be a lethal weapon for them to use. Lily catches the words normal things and turns around to ask him if she can also use love. Sojiro contemplates a bit and then agrees, saying that it could be a significant experience. Lily overjoys to hear and hugs Sojiro. He does not understand what she is doing and wants to continue teaching her table manners. However, Lily refuses, so he has no choice but to let them eat as it is. Sojiro has beautifully completed his mission as usual and informs the higher-ups about it. They want to assign him the next mission, but apologizes and declines because he already has a very important mission at hand. He goes straight to a bake shop and orders a shortcake and a cheesecake. He returned home to find Lily grumbling in her sleep because Sojiro is still not back. She opens her eyes at once when she hears the door. Sojiro is back with the souvenirs, so Lily is delighted and instantly comes to his side to ask what he got. Sojiro opens the box before telling her that he got her cake. Lily knows what a cake is as she watched it on TV. Sojiro knew that she wanted it, but he was worried for giving her too much stimulation as it could be dangerous for her. But now that he has spent enough time to train her, there should not be any problems now. Lily does not understand the explanation, but it is fine. She puts a bit of cake in her mouth and is surprised at how good it is. This experience is amazing and the first time she is experiencing anything like this, so she does not know how to explain this. Sojiro tells her that they call this experience sweet. Lily is so taken by emotion that her eyes shed tears. Sojiro is the first to give Lily so much happiness. Before, Lily was all alone and the food she was served was something that her captors would not even think of putting in their mouths. She did not know what was tasty, but she was lonely. Since she met Sojiro, she knows what it is like to be happy and the meaning of tasty. Sojiro, who was listening to her with patience, asks if she also wants to his cake as well. She overjoys at this, but Sojiro reminds her that she can only have a bite from his portion. Since the time that Sojiro saved Lily, he was always beside her. He did not look at her, and he did not talk, but he made Lily understand that he protected her from being lonely and afraid. The warmth of his hand was enough to convey that, and it made Lily cry from happiness. He was even happy to find that her heavy eye bags were gone after adequate sleep. One day, Lily found out from watching the TV that the reason of having eye bags was not only an indication of lack of sleep, but can also mean the possibility of some hidden disease if the symptoms persists. She trembles and runs towards Sojiro, saying that this is bad. She asks while crying if he is sick, but he assures her that he is healthy. He is an assassin and can move without much sleep. For once, Lily understands that it means he does not get enough sleep, so she offers her lap for him to use as a pillow. Sojiro has no choice but to adhere to her wishes due to her worried puppy eyes. He lies down, putting his head on her lap, and tells her that he is trained to fall asleep in a short time. Lily starts patting his head because that is what Sojiro does to her when she sleeps. She tells him that it is all right now and can sleep without any worries since she will protect him. Sojiro is shocked to hear that as it is his first time to experience these sort of words directed at him, but he does not negate them and just goes to sleep, admitting that it is his lose yet again today. After a while, Sojiro is fast asleep, but Lily wants to wake him up because his legs are stinging from being in this position for too long. A lot of assassins impose their own self-discipline. It is a terrible self-righteous and selfish rule. But that would be a routine to make their abilities be improved to the extreme. Waking up on the same time every day, which is an inhumanly 5 in the morning, wearing the same work equipment, taking care of Lily and heading to work even if she makes it a bit difficult. He basically does not aim for anything else but for the head of the goal. Determining the state an opponent left sets him limits. He sees the 5 men, 5 heads, and the job should be done in 5 seconds. Of course, he carries it out in the assigned time by himself. By the time he is done, he is a huge mess covered in blood, so he decides to go change his clothes first. In his home, he sits on the couch and asks Lily why she always wears the same clothes when he has also bought her other dresses as well. She says that it is because he is also always wearing the same clothes, so it is the same for her as well. These clothes are her favorite. He tells her that it is not like these are his favorite, he just does not want to waste having them. Lily decides to go change her clothes since she does not want to waste other clothes. She comes back, wearing a new dress, and asks how it looks. Sojiro tells her that it looks good and he peeks at the time. Lily is thinking what to wear next, but he tells her that it is already bedtime. Lily pulls out her puppy eyes expression and asks to let her try just one more piece of cloth. Sojiro is weak against that expression and lets her have her way. Discipline is discipline, but there are exceptions. Lily and Sojiro are playing cards. Sojiro advises her that assassins like them should keep themselves calm no matter what happens. That attitude is important. Lily takes the advice and is determined to not lose this match. Despite her determination, she whimpers when Sojiro is about to take one of her cards and is happy when he opts for the other one. He looks at the card that he has picked, which is a Joker card, and looks at Lily, who is happy to have the Ace card. It is now her turn to pick a card, but Sojiro's expressions remain the same no matter what card she is about to pick. She is almost crying due to frustration, so he takes pity on her and shows his honest expression like her. She easily picks the card and enjoys her success. Sojiro praises her and asks to try once again. He could not win again today. Assassins are labeled as persons who have control over information, from the target's location, career, and every personal detail. However, it is necessary to not be manipulated by a single source of information alone, not to just get a full grasp of the information of the target, but also twisting other information is a necessity. So he would not limit Lily on sparse information as much as possible. To accomplish that, he lets her touch different form of media. So this time, he is letting her watch the show, The Decisive Battle Against the Evil Jiro. But the problem is that she is rooting for the villain Jiro instead of the heroes. He asks for the reason to support the villain when one would root for the hero. However, Lily finds the villain Jiro more handsome and cool. So Jiro looks at the show where the villain Jiro is telling his minions to grasp over different media, spread false information, and confuse the heroes. So Jiro analyzes that Jiro does not have any losing factors, and Lily excitedly agrees. However, Sujitro also says that this Jiro guy is also knave, and that thing will bring him down someday. Lily looks worried as she glances at Sojiro and say that it is not true. On the show, Jiro has the advantage and seems to be winning until the heroes combine their powers in one of them and defeat the villain. Lily cries at the defeat of her favorite character, and Sojiro finds the ending ridiculous. Lily keeps on crying even when Sojiro tells her that it is the inevitable ending for this type of show where the villain is defeated for sure in the end. Lily stops her crying a bit and asks that Sojiro is never going to be defeated. He cannot help but pat her because he is surely at a loss right now, but today, he feels like he is not losing right now. Those who live in a world beyond normal will have some history of old wounds left on their bodies, and Lily was not an exception. But Lily is not like Sojiro, who chose this life himself. She was forced into it. She giggles as Sojiro dries her hair with a hairdryer. He tells her that his wounds on her back are all healed up. She is also happy that it does not hurt anymore. Sojiro informs her that it would leave a scar and it would not leave for the rest of her life. He suggests going to an excellent doctor he knows. Her health and mind have improved a lot, so she does not want those scars. They can go there. Lily hugs him and tells him that she does not want that, since Sojiro also have a lot of scars and she is happy to be same as him. Sojiro tells her that she is a strong girl, at which she giggles. Azuki Kuka is in the same organization as Sojiro, and today she is here to pay him a visit. As an assassin and pad of an organization, Sojiro's recent activities are quite noticeable. He has done repeated violations of orders, and if this goes on, his previous achievements would go to a waste. The reason is clear. It is all because of that slave girl Lily, so Azuki has decided to get him of that as soon as possible. She wants to warn him as a comrade of the same business. She enters the room and finds no one there. She thinks that Sojiro is not home even though she told him about her arrival. Azuki is about to leave when Lily comes flying at her and makes her fall. Lily says that she is the one that Sojiro told her about, their enemy, and asks if she won already. Azuki stares at Lily in a daze and calls her cute. Sojiro enters the scene saying that he knew Azuki could not win, but he finds a Lily asking for help. It turns out that Azuki finds her so cute that she refuses to let her go. Sojiro asks what she is doing, but Azuki says that he could have told her about this sooner. She decides to help him, but Sojiro wants her to get lost. It seems even Azuki was not able to win. Azuki professionally and coolly says that sometimes conviction is necessary as an assassin, and she agrees now. Sojiro does not want to listen to her con words and tells her to spit out whatever she is here to say. Azuki says that he cannot take a small joke as usual, but puts forward a document in front of him anyway. It is an assessment report in response to the present him from the top brass. Even if she does not tell him, he knows what it means. Azuki asks if he is willing to give his life for the sake of Lily. If he does not have that kind of resolution, then she offers to do something about it. Her specialty covers the entirety of intelligence and information, while Sojiro excels at disposing of targets. There is no time now and is not lucky enough to succeed if he takes on everything by himself. Originally, she only intended to come and give advice, but her feelings have changed now. All of this is for the sake of Lily, she declares. However, Sojiro tells her that there is no need and her support is not needed, so he declines. In the first place, even if that is her specialty, he is the best at it. Azuki is triggered by it and is bent on giving him a show of his own expertise. Sojiro tells her to drop it, and it looks like the fight could escalate, but Lily interferes with a tiny noise. She asks while crying if Sojiro is in trouble because of her. The two of them join forces to console Lily as they tell her that here is no need to worry since Azuki is here to help, and there was disagreement since they are such close friends. The two of them could not win in the end. As an assassin, there are times when one may be compelled to exercise self-control and endure. Lily is able to eat the bell peppers that she does not like and is even determined to sleep alone tonight. She even tells him to have a good day at work happily instead of clutching to him and crying to make him stop from going out. Sojiro observes her and finally asks what she is holding back. Lily is surprised at being found out but still tries to deny of anything being wrong. Sojiro tells her that it is important for assassins to practice restraint, but there is no point if she takes it too far. All the more for Lily since she is a child. Lily remembers Azuki and says in a small restrained voice that it is her fault that Sojiro is in trouble right now. Sojiro pats her head and tells her that it is not her fault and definitely not something for her to worry about. She should also be focusing her attention on her own work. While she is still immature, she should learn and reflect on things, act out her emotions on occasions, and make mistakes. These aid the jobs that are important for children. He asks if she can carry them out, and she hugs him while crying and affirming. Later on, he calls Azuki to tell her to take over his duties for today since she is the reason Lily cried. Azuki enthusiastically agrees to help in any form while Sojiro enjoys his day off with Lily. In the role of an assassin and that of a spy as well, Azuki Kuka ranks at the top of the elite. This time, the target is the girl that Sojiro is taking care of, and she is cute undoubtedly. Her goal is to cozy up to her and win her over. This is a simple job for someone of her caliber. This time, she came over with a cake, but Lily does not seem happy to see her. Azuki tries to close the distance, but Lily makes it clear to keep her distance. They are all sitting at a distance and are not talking at all. This is so awkward for Azuki. Lily finally asks if Sojiro has work. Azuki is glad to answer that he is well suited for today's job, so she is here to fill in for him. Lily knows for sure that it is difficult for him, but Azuki tells her that he would be fine. Since she has known him for a relatively long time, she knows that he is one tough guy. Azuki notices the positive energy from Lily and is sure that what she just said give off a good feeling. She tries to probe around a bit, but all she gets is a pout from Lily, who soon shouts that she already knows that Sojiro is strong. Azuki tries to apologize, but is cut in the middle when Sojiro comes home and Lily runs towards him to give a welcome hug. Azuki is crying and asks why he never loses. It was Azuki who was lost in many ways. Even if you are an assassin, there are times when you may make a wrong choice. Such a time came when Lily asked about the relation between Sojiro and Azuki. He told her that it is only temporary, but they are partners. Lily is shocked to find that, and he thinks she did not get it, so he explains that it is an adult relationship, conveniently omitting the detail that it was a professional kind. Lily is even more shocked now, but she gathers her courage to say that she would work hard to become his partner. However, Sojiro declines her as she is still a child, and since children are in the center of countless options, she ought to choose for her future. For Lily, who has yet to see what other options exist for her, it is still early to choose something like being a partner. Lily cries under his hand, says that she did not mean it like that. She runs away after saying that she is going to sleep alone tonight. Having no clue, Sojiro seeks help from the other closet girl he knows and asks when is the time girl is sad. Azuki, being a woman she is, understands and tells him that it is the time she is going to be hated by Lily. Not understanding even this woman, Sojiro hangs up. For an assassin, covert operations are one of the basic fundamentals. And today, Azuki is on such a mission as she came to meet Lily. She is glad that she has been called and assures that Sojiro will not find it about it. She has got experience in covert operations and has never been bungled on a mission. She is that good. She asks Lily why she has been called, and the answer she receives makes her jump. Lily asks her if she likes Sojiro. Azuki is quick to jump to conclusion and assures her that Lily is much more loved. She look she gets is so prominent that Azuki knows that this is not what Lily meant. She flusters a little until she reaches end point and asks Lily suggestively, who only blushes in reply. Azuki is even more shocked that it is about that topic, but before Lily can tell more, Sojiro is home. He enters the living room to find Lily trying her best to welcome him. Sojiro pauses before he calls out to Azuki, shocking Lily and Azuki all the same. Azuki lets out a cat sound to cover herself, but she was chased out immediately after that.